this is Don Royd, and welcome to part number 2 of Only1, the martial arts festival in Ustroń, Poland, right here on Fightbox. And things are really starting to heat up here as we start getting into the main events of the card. Thus far, it has just been an absolutely fantastic show as we've seen so many different kinds of disciplines all right here at Only1. We've seen Sanda fights, the full contact wushu sport fighting. We've also seen Muay Thai fights as well. And a little bit later on, we're going to see mixed martial arts. Right now, making his way down to ring, Ryszard Raszkiewicz, representing Poland. And he is set to take on Anton Nazarenka of Belarus. Raszkiewicz, very, very tough fighter who participates in wushu Sanda fighting for quite some time and is also experienced in mixed martial arts as well. Anton Nazarenka of Belarus is a Belarusian Sanda champion. He is in the black trunks with the yellow trim, and Ryszard Raszkiewicz of Poland in the white trunks with black trim. Raszkiewicz moves in on the Belarusian very quickly and starts to unload. Oh, he's all over him. Look at the pull. Whoa, and that was a nasty fall. Just a nasty spill as both men tumbled to the ground. But I think the Belarusian got the worst of that one. As the big pull, Raszkiewicz just squashed him as he landed on top of him that time, and down they go again. Wow, what an incredible start to the first round here. This fight scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Huge spinning back fist that time by Nazarenka, the Belarusian, as both guys really taking full advantage of the Sanda rules, which means it's basically kickboxing rules, which also allow for clinching and takedowns. Wow, look at the pull, just throwing him around like a rag doll. He seems to have a big strength advantage. Does Ryszard Raszkiewicz of Poland in the white and black trunks. Looks to be in absolutely fantastic condition. Whoa, he just nails him with a big right hand. And the pull looking very impressive here in this first round. There's a nice left jab. Nazarenka, combination, has the pull on the run. There's that spinning back fist again. I think he may have caught him with the forearm that time, in the ear. Nice push kick by the Belarusian. Wow, big overhand haymaker that time, missed by a mile, and the pull makes him pay. Action now slowing down a little bit. In the beginning of the round, both these guys, I think, were looking for a knockout early and were looking to end this fight early, and now both guys, I think, are feeling the effects of that and are starting to slow down just a little bit. There's that spinning back fist again, connects flush on the jaw. Looks to me like Nazarenka could be the more technical fighter of the two, but Raszkiewicz is just using his power and his strength to dominate this first round here. Oh, huge right hand by Raszkiewicz, just missed. And if that thing had connected flush on the jaw, I think we would have Nazarenka flat on his back right now. There's another spinning back fist. The thing with the spinning back fist is you can't use it so much because you can overuse it and have your opponent see it coming. So I think I'm going to have to give that first round to Ryszard Raszkiewicz of Poland with the tattoos and the red gloves. He just looked very dominating in that first round. Just a very intimidating, dominating individual. Anton Nazarenka also looking good in round number 1, moving very well on his feet, used that spinning back fist quite well, but I think he may have gone to the well a few too many times. If you can use that spinning back fist sporadically, yet effectively, that's the best way to do it, as Rashkiewicz slips on the canvas there. Rashkiewicz now seems to be fighting a bit more defensively than he was in the first round. And as I said, I have a feeling that Nazarenka is a bit more technically skilled than Rashkiewicz, but he really needs to be weary of the power of the pole, the Polish power, as they say. Very, very strong fighter. And once, oh, huge knee that time. You could just hear the knee connect with the skull. And that's actually going to hurt both fighters. That's going to hurt the Belarusian a lot more, but that's also going to hurt the Pole's knee when it just connects with the hard skull. Look at Rashkiewicz. Just looks to be chiseled out of granite. Needs to use his power, needs to use his strength. This guy can definitely knock somebody out with one shot. Nazarenka with that spinning back fist again. He's just kind of throwing haymakers out there and hoping something connects. These are big guys. These are heavyweights. This is a 102 kilogram weight division. Nazarenka of Belarus in the black with yellow trim. Ryszard Rashkiewicz scoring another takedown here. He's in the white trunks with red and black. So far on this card, if you missed part number 1, Poland has not been very successful here in their home country. Poland has lost both of the fights, actually all 3 of the fights that they've been in so far. So Rashkiewicz is looking to redeem his countrymen a little bit by winning this one. I think he did great in the first round. This second round, a little bit closer. Both these guys really just let it all hang out in the beginning of that first round, and since then the action has slowed down quite a bit. I think that the second round was pretty dead even, if you ask me. Like I said, I'm not sure how to score that second round. It seemed pretty close. Might even scored a draw on my unofficial scorecard, but I definitely want to give the first round to the Pole. So who knows? It may be all decided here in this third and final round. Sanda rules, 102 kilogram weight division. Poland versus Belarus in this one. The Only1 fight festival from Ustroń, a city in the southern Poland. And we've got fighters from all over the world here, as we've got, of course, a lot of Polish fighters, also a lot of Czech fighters on the card, Belarusian fighters, Kazakhstan represented, Russia, Ukraine, and Thailand, and all different disciplines, all on one card. We've got Sanda, which is full contact Kung Fu or Wushu fighting. We've also got Muay Thai fights and mixed martial arts as well. Oh, big right hand on the clinch by the Pole. Nice combinations in the corner that time from the Belarusian. It's been a really close fight thus far. I gave the first round to the Pole, second round a draw, and I think this third round is pretty much even as well, at least thus far. Both guys starting to feel that fatigue a little bit, but still going at it real hard here as this third round starts to tick away. Nice shots by the Pole. Rashkiewicz up against the ropes now. That's not good for him. He needs to get his back off of those ropes. Judges are scoring that for the Belarusian fighter. There's a nice left jab from Nazarenka. Pole's corner telling him to be a little bit more active here. They know this is a third and final round. You've got to let it all hang out. And that's what Rashkiewicz is trying to do. There's a nice left hand by the Belarusian. Spinning back fist misses way off the mark. That's what I said. You can't use that spinning back fist too often because your opponent starts to see it coming and they're able to react. But the Pole unable to punish him afterwards. This crowd starting to come alive here in Ustroń, Poland. There's that spinning back fist again. Whoa, they almost tumble out of the ring that time! As once again, Ryszard Rashkiewicz just squashing Anton Nazarenka on that hard, unforgiving ring. And that's it. Good show of sportsmanship by both guys at the end of this one. They've been through a war here at Only1 in Ustroń, Poland. And Ryszard Rashkiewicz getting a very well-deserved round. Well, we've got a split decision here. And it goes to the Belarusian fighter. Wow. Very, very close fight. I think it could have gone either way. But I don't know. I kind of saw it more in favor of the Pole. But that's the way it goes. And it's going to go down as a victory for Nazarenka. So once again, Poland on the losing end of things here, as Anton Nazarenko defeated Ryszard Rashkiewicz. But right now, we are getting ready for our female fight here, and this one is under mixed martial arts rules. Again, 3-3-minute rounds, but this one is MMA rules here in this special women's attraction. Izabela Badurek from Poland in the black with the tattoos. She's going up against Martina Czech, also of Poland, in the blonde hair. She's in the blue gloves. Wow, both these girls just really letting it all hang out here in the beginning of this first round. Standing up, trading shots. Badurek with nice combination there. Like the way she's standing, got her hands held high, chin down. Martina Czech also looking very good. Both women, you can tell, have been doing some good training. Nice shots there. These don't just look like two girls who are coming into the ring to fight for a paycheck. These look like girls who definitely take this sport seriously and have been doing some good training and out here trying to show their skills. Izabela Badurek comes in with a record of 2-1, and Martina Czech is making her professional debut here. Martina Czech looking for combinations. Oh, nice right hand connects from Badurek. And Czech now firing back. Badurek wraps her up, grabs the arm, and looking for a takedown here. Oh, nice back heel trip there. takes her down to the ground, but then allows her opponent to stand back up. I think these girls want to stand here and slug it out. They don't want to take this to the ground. Both girls seem very confident in their stand-up games. Overhand right by Bedurek. There's another nice combination. And both girls just really slugging it out here. Bedurek got her mouthpiece half hanging out of her mouth. Whoa, and they are really unloading. She turned her back, and Martina Cech takes full advantage of that and lands a couple nice shots. Both these girls want to keep this fight standing up here. Almost a boxing match at this point. Haven't seen too many kicks and only have seen one takedown attempt. Looks like Izabela Bedurek may have some blood coming out of the nose. That's not good news for her early in this fight. That's why her mouth is hanging open so much, I think. It's makes it hard to breathe out of that nose after that blood starts to flow. Bedurek now maybe looking for a takedown as she came inside there. Overhand right connects. Nice jabs. It looks like Martina Cech with the short blonde hair and the blue gloves. She looks like she's starting to find her range from a distance here and is just picking off Bedurek when she comes in. Oh yeah, that blood is starting to flow out of the nose now of Izabela Bedurek, and I think the referee is going to have a short timeout here to mop that up. And hopefully he'll allow this fight to continue. It doesn't seem like it's too serious. It seems like the blood has stopped. But Bedurek is not the only one taking punishment. Martina Cech has also got some swelling around her right eye, I believe. Maybe from those jabs from Bedurek. Both girls now locking up. Ooh, nice knee on the inside from Bedurek. That was a Muay Thai knee as she starts to unload now with punches and elbows. And she almost turned her back again. She's really got to be weary of that. And there is more blood now just pouring out of the nose of Izabela Bedurek as she ate another shot to that nose, which just triggered more of that bleeding. And Bedurek, though, is fighting through it, and she is just laying a whooping on Martina Cech, but she's got to be careful not to turn her back. And that's the end of round number one. Well, you've got to take your hat off to both these ladies. They came here to fight, and that's exactly what they are doing. These aren't two models in here looking for a paycheck. These girls came to fight, and they are slugging it out. And they have both really taken some hard shots in this one. I think I may have to give that first round to Martina Cech. She just seems to have done a little bit more damage to Izabela Bedurek, but if you're just counting on points, the amount of shots that they've landed and thrown, I think you could have scored round number one either way. But sometimes when those judges, when they see that blood, a lot of times it makes whoever the fighter that's bleeding, it makes them look a lot weaker. So it depends how the judges see it. So far, both these ladies have seemed very, very comfortable on their feet, standing up. We've seen pretty much just a boxing match. seen a little bit of Muay Thai skill out of Izabela Badurek in the black. Neither girl seems to want to take it to the ground. Martyna Czech from Poland. Izabela Badurek also from Poland here. As the two Polish ladies slugging it out in round number 2. This one's scheduled for 3. And once again, referee calling for timeout to clean up the blood of Izabela Badurek. Badurek looking for a takedown, but unsuccessful. Czech saw it coming a mile away. Badurek is really having a tough time getting inside on Martyna Czech. I think Czech has just a slight reach advantage, but she's using it extremely well to her advantage and has been able to pick off Izabela Badurek from a distance in round number 2 very, very well. Badurek seems also just a slightly hesitant of coming in because she doesn't want to take any more damage to that nose, and I don't blame her. I think Badurek needs to get this fight to the ground right now. She needs to get her opponent, take her to the ground, get inside, and try to avoid any more damage to the face. But you just can't get inside on Czech. Martyna Czech is looking fantastic in this round, just hitting shots from a distance and using that reach advantage that she has. Czech is also in constant motion, giving all kinds of different angles and good head movement all the time. There we go. Czech looking to take this one to the ground now. Or excuse me, Badurek. But Czech doing a good job of keeping this one standing, not allowing the takedown. Referee warning Badurek about holding the ropes. And he's going to break this one up. We're in round number 2 of this scheduled 3-rounder. Izabela Badurek with the tattoos on her arms and the black hair. Martyna Czech with the shorter blondish hair. Both women from Poland in this women's mixed martial arts matchup. This is actually the only MMA fight on the card and the only women's match on the card as well. Nice throw that time by Badurek, who couldn't quite get the takedown. She got her off of her feet, but couldn't quite get the takedown, and now it's Martyna Czech on the back. She's got one of those hooks in, and she could be looking for a rear naked here from a very awkward position. I think that Badurek needs to get her off of her back, but Martyna Czech has got that hook, that right hook in, which is preventing. Now she slips off, and referee calling for a break. Oh boy, I'm not sure if, looks like Badurek could be bleeding from the left eye, or that could just be blood from her nose. I can't tell. But either way, it's not good news for Izabela Badurek. Badurek now looking for another takedown or maybe a clinch as she moves inside. Round number 2 comes to an end. But it's too late. That's it. Martyna Czech is victorious in this fight, looking very, very good. And Izabela Badurek also put up one hell of a battle in this fight. Fantastic show from both girls. But it was pretty clear as the fight progressed that Martyna Czech was working very well from a distance. We're getting ready for one of our co-main events here, and this is really going to be an interesting fight as the Czech makes his way down to the ring. Michał Sucek of Czech Republic getting ready for this Sanda fight. And this, of course, is full contact wushu or kung fu sport fighting. Basically, it's under kickboxing rules, but which also allow for clinching and takedowns and throws. Michał Soucek of Czech Republic. And there you can see the big man making his way down to the ring, Tiberiusz Kowalczyk of Poland. Strongman competitor. And, well, I'll tell you what, he is strong. I mean, wait till this guy takes his shirt off. Just looks like he's chiseled out of granite. Tiberiusz, they call him Tiberian Kowalczyk. He's in the blue trunks. And Michał Soucek of Czech Republic in the blue and red. Nice takedown by the pole as he immediately takes him to the ground and a stiff left jab. Strongman competitor, as I said, similar to his countryman Mariusz Pudzianowski, who fights in mixed martial arts quite frequently. And it looks like Michał Soucek was using the ropes illegally to prevent that takedown. This is the professional fighting debut of Tiberiusz Kowalczyk, the strongman. And we all know that he can get the job. He's strong. He can lift things. He can carry things. And I think that's helping him in his takedowns. But the big question that everyone's wondering about is, can he fight? How well does the strongman background translate into fighting? Well, we've seen that Mariusz Pudzianowski has had mixed results in his fights. He's won some, he's lost some. But I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Tiberiusz Kowalczyk here. He's showing a wide range of techniques, and he's also got that strength as well. I think he's doing pretty good in this fight so far. He doesn't look to be the most technically skilled boxer or kickboxer out there, but he's throwing down, and you can tell he's got some big-time power behind those shots. And he's definitely got this crowd here in Ustroń, Poland, behind him 100%. Look at the shoulders and the back of Tiberian. He is just enormous. Michał Soucek of Czech Republic. Whoa, he's got the leg, and he couldn't quite secure that takedown. And the referee's going to break that up. Kowalczyk looking pretty impressive here. Michał Soucek, though, has got that Muay Thai fighting background, though. But I think he seems a little bit intimidated and a little bit overwhelmed by the strength of the strongman. I think that opening 30 seconds here just kind of winded Soucek, and that big takedown, spinning back fist from the strongman. I think Soucek is really feeling fatigued here, and that's not good as we are only in the first round. Wow, take a look at the right eye of Kowalczyk. He must have taken a big shot to the right eye, I don't know when, sometime earlier in the round. And you can already see it's already turning black and blue here. Nice knee that time by Soucek. And round number one is over. Interesting round. Tiberiusz Kowalczyk came out swinging for the fences in the beginning there and really took it to the Czech. And it looks to me like Michał Soucek is ready to throw in the towel here in this one. That was a really rough round for both guys. But it looks to me like Soucek may have got the worst of it. He may have got the short end of the stick in that round. He just seemed really exhausted. So on my unofficial scorecard, I just had that a 10-9 round for Tiberiusz Kowalczyk of Poland. And Michał Soucek again looking very tired, and a big takedown from the pole as he just slammed him onto the ground that time. Back heel trip by the pole. And if Michał Soucek wasn't exhausted in that first round, he certainly is now. Every time you've got to pull yourself up off that mat, takes a lot of energy out of you, and those slams will take their toll. Kowalczyk, his right eye looks like it's in trouble. If I'm Soucek, I'm just gonna throw jab after jab after jab at the strongman and try to work on that left eye. If you've exposed a weakness in your opponent, you've got to go after it. Kowalczyk now looks to be on the defensive a little bit more here, as Soucek is starting to perhaps get his second wind. Left hand by the strongman connects. And I'm not sure why the referee was stepping in there, but there's a low kick by Soucek. Big overhand right by Kowalczyk, misses. I think Kowalczyk is starting to tire out a little bit too here. He's got his hands down around his waist. Whoa, big collision there in the center of the ring, and they both go down simultaneously. I don't know who got the worst of that one. Left hand connects from Kowalczyk. Looks like some blood now starting to pour from the nose of the pole, as he really starts to seem to be tiring out here. That's the problem that Pudzianowski seems to have as well too, is with his conditioning. One of his biggest problems in the ring. Obviously his physical condition is not the problem, but his cardiovascular conditioning is starting to come into play here. In fact, starting to come into play for both guys. Kowalczyk taking a few deep breaths in the corner here, and it looks to me like Michał Soucek of Czech Republic in the Muay Thai shorts. He starts to be coming on here in this second round. As time ticks by, he's starting to suck it up and is starting to come on. Kowalczyk now has got him in the corner. This crowd is coming alive here in Ustroń, Poland for the Only1 martial arts fighting show, as Kowalczyk really starting to pour it on here now in the closing seconds of round number 2. Whoa, he's got Soucek wobbled here. He's on spaghetti legs. I think one big shot could end it here. If Tiberiusz Kowalczyk can get that big shot, the lights might go out. Wow, what an exciting second round that was. And we've still got 3 more minutes of action here. This crowd really coming alive here for Tiberiusz Kowalczyk, strongman competitor, making his debut in professional Sanda fighting. There was a lot of talk about whether he would fight his fellow strongman, Mariusz Pudzianowski, and he probably will later on in an MMA fight. We'll have to see if that ever takes place. But right now, he's got his hands full with Michał Soucek, and if he can make a good impression here, which I'm very impressed by Kowalczyk thus far. Whoa! Soucek turned his back, and just for a split second, and Kowalczyk tried to take advantage, but couldn't. Fatigue is really setting in on both these guys. They've been through a war here in these first 2.5 rounds. Soucek is just picking off Kowalczyk with those low kicks. Those are scoring points every time. Both these guys are starting to feel the effect of this fight. But I think if Kowalczyk can land that one big punch, I still think he can knock out Soucek at any point in this fight. Soucek now up against the ropes, bounces off. Kowalczyk, both men clinching, they're exhausted, and they're still going at it in this fight in the closing seconds of round number 3. I think this one's going to end up going the distance here. Both guys looking for a breather. Soucek still looking for those low kicks. Kowalczyk content to punch away. Kowalczyk's corner just urging him to go on and push forward and keep going on with this fight. Both guys digging down deep inside, giving everything they've got. Kowalczyk's corner calling for the overhand. There's a nice left hand from Kowalczyk. Soucek still staying busy with those low kicks. And I don't know what the referee's telling him here. He's calling for both guys to go to a neutral corner here. Is he going to give him a standing 8 count? No, he's not. I think the referee just maybe taking pity on these guys. Give him a little bit of a breather here. Kowalczyk looking for that back fist. Doesn't connect. Boy, what heart is being shown by both of these fighters here in this fight. As the crowd comes alive, we're inside. That's it. It's over. This one will go to the judges, and I don't know how to... There it is. He's the winner. Tiberiusz Kowalczyk is victorious in his professional fighting debut. The strongman gets the job done and is actually the first Polish fighter on this card to pick up a W in this fight. Absolutely fantastic job by Tiberian. Local politician and strongman fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Ustroń, Poland. And we are getting ready for another one of our co-main events here at Only1, the Mixed Martial Arts Festival. And when I say mixed martial arts, I mean there are all kinds of disciplines all on one card, under one roof here. We've seen Sanda fighting, the full contact wushu or kung fu fighting. We've also seen a mixed martial arts fight between 2 women. And we've also seen Muay Thai rules as well. Right now, this one will be fought under Sanda rules between Robert Krawczyk of Poland and Marchanka Kuril of Ukraine. That is Robert Krawczyk in the red gloves looking for the takedown, but can't quite get it as Marchanka Kuril lands on top. Both guys, very, very experienced fighters, have fought all over the world. In fact, Robert Krawczyk of Poland, not only is he a former judo champion, but also very, very well accomplished in Muay Thai. And in fact, he was the first Pole to qualify for the Olympic Games. Nice push kick that time from the Ukrainian. Backs the Pole into the corner. Kuril of Ukraine is a European K1 champion and also a K1 Belarusian champion as well, too. Nice spinning back kick that time from the Pole. Lands right in the breadbasket. High kick from Kuril. Big exchange now in center ring. You can hear the chant of Robert, Robert going out here in Ustroń, Poland for Robert Krawczyk. Marchanka Kuril obviously has the height and reach advantage, and Robert Krawczyk's going to have to deal with that. Krawczyk, though, definitely has the support of this crowd here in Ustroń in southern Poland. Nice high kick from the Ukrainian. Eats a punch from the Pole. 3 3-minute rounds in this one for the European Sanda title of the Only1 Federation 70 kilogram weight division. Oh, nice shot. Oh, and the Ukrainian calling for more. A lot of times when a fighter says that, you know, he's really feeling the pain and he's just trying to mask it. But you know how these Muay Thai fighters are too, always smiling, always showing off in the ring. Never can tell. Robert Kravchuk now moving in, looking for a takedown. Very well defended by the Ukrainian. And referee giving him a warning there, not allowed to, once that fight tumbles to the ground, then all the action stops. You're allowed for takedowns. Take a look at this action here as Robert Kravchuk secured that takedown. And we get back to action here. Round number 2 underway. Touch of gloves from the fighters. Low kick by Kravchuk connects. Oh, strong body kick that time by the Ukrainian. And it looks like Kravchuk now mixing up his stance, looking for a southpaw stance. No, now he's back to an orthodox stance. Better not switch up too much. That could cost him. Spinning back kick way off the mark that time by Kravchuk. Claiming a low blow. Kravchuk now, big overhand right. Ooh, hard body kick again by Kirill of Ukraine. Kravchuk looking for the takedown. He slammed him. Robert Kravchuk with a huge slam. And Marchanka Kirill says, bring it on. Let's go. This crowd is on their feet in Ustroń, Poland. Kravchuk now, he got caught with that kick, but Kirill couldn't secure the takedown. Kravchuk now. Whoa! Did he eat a right hand? Huge right hand by the Ukrainian. And Kravchuk is on Dream Street. Referee now, he's getting pretty high in that count. Kravchuk looks like he has no clue where he is. It's over! It is over! Marchanka Kirill has just knocked out country of Poland. Wow, it was a right hook, and you could just see the eyes just roll into the back of his head. Robert Kravchuk just got knocked out by Marchanka Kirill of Ukraine. What a right hand that was. And that was all she wrote. What an incredible main event by two A-list fighters, just some incredible fighters. Got to take your hat off to both these guys, as it was an incredible fight, incredible showing by both guys. But Marchanka Kirill of Ukraine, he's getting the Only1 European Sanda Championship title as he wins by knockout in the second round. Robert Kravchuk just had no idea what hit him, and that was just an incredible right hook, I believe, by Marchanka Kirill. What an incredible shot, and what an incredible fight. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part number 2 of Only1 from Ustroń, Poland, and this is your main event, ladies and gentlemen, and it is an international matchup between Poland and Thailand, and this fight will be fought under full Muay Thai rules in the 60 kilogram weight division. Right now, making his way down the ringside, Lucky Patronat of Thailand. Can you believe this guy's had over 700 fights? He's been fighting since age 12, and he's fought all over the world, including the world-famous Lumpini Stadium in Thailand. And he'll be taking on Rafał Simonides of Poland. Simonides of Poland, WMC champion, IFMA European champion. He's fought all over the world as well. First Pole in history to ever fight a Muay Thai match in front of the King of Thailand. He's won championships in Poland, in Germany, in Slovakia. He's fought absolutely all over the world. And now they're going through the traditional Y crew, the Muay Thai dance in the beginning of the fight. All Muay Thai fights on this card are punches, kicks are legal. Also elbows and knees, clinching, throws. And they're going through all the motions here. Lucky Patronat, also very well established, former world champion in Muay Thai and also multi-time Thai champion and Asian champion as well. So these are two world-class fighters here, and this should be a good one. And this matchup is for the WMC, the World Muay Thai Council World Championship. So a lot on the line in this one. Looks like Lucky Patronat taking a little bit more time with his Y crew dance. And this shows respect to the sport, shows respect to your trainers, and can be used for intimidation purposes as well too in your opponent. As you can see, Rafał Simonides has to take his time and has to let the other fighter finish, and sometimes that can get inside your head. Oh, now he's really letting it all out. I'll tell you what, he traveled all the way for Thailand for this fight, and giving just a really good display of Thai culture and Thai fighting. You can see the very elaborate headband, the mong kong, and the armbands as well. And Rafał Simonides from Poland in his corner, patiently waiting for the fight to start. So far on this card, we've seen mixed martial arts. It was a women's match. We've also seen Sanda fights, full contact wushu or kung fu fighting, and we've also seen Muay Thai as well. And I can't stress just what an incredible card this is from top to bottom. The preliminary matches, the main events, and this crowd in Ustroń, Poland. I don't know if they've ever seen anything quite like this before, but very respectful of both fighters. Lucky Patronat of Thailand ready to get it on with Rafał Simonides of Poland. And Rafał Simonides from Poland, 2 years old, 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 Three 3-minute rounds in this one, and we are underway. Touch of gloves, and Lucky comes out with a high kick that's off the mark. Low kick by Lucky connects. And I think time is back in here. And Simonides, nice combination. Starts off high and then, whoa, spinning roundhouse kick out of nowhere. Maybe almost for intimidation purposes, but looked very, very good from Lucky Patronat. Nice job by Simonides there as he catches the kick and takes down the Thai. Low kick again. Boy, Lucky Patronat really has some power in those kicks. And Simonides showing that he's no pushover as well, too, showing his hand speed. Nice low kicks by both guys that time. The Thai is looking very confident in there as both men exchange low kicks. As the fight goes on, those low kicks really start to take their toll, and they really start to limit what you can do inside the ring. A lot of people like to see that knockout punch. They like to see the head punches, the knockout punches, but those low kicks, it's just like chipping away on a wall. You can't just run through a wall, but if you just chip away, eventually that wall will fall down. Nice combinations from the pole now as the Thai once again unloads with a big kick that doesn't quite connect. Oh, big left hand from the Thai and another right hand. And wow, the pole just standing in there and taking it. This kid's got a chin. Big high kick taken on the glove. And a nice left hand from Simonides. Oh, very solid low kick from Lucky. You can hear that one echoing throughout the arena here. Both guys world-traveled athletes, have fought all over the world. Simonides especially as, whoa, and it looks like the Thai went down there. He caught a shot and went down. Referee not calling for a standing 8 count. And take a look at that pole now! All over the Thai! He's got him on the defensive. He smells blood and he is looking to finish this fight. Wow! Right at the end of round number 1. The Thai went down. Referee didn't call for a standing 8 count. And that just lit a fire under Rafael Simonides. And that may have won him the round. I'll tell you what, judges have got to take note about that. That was just an incredible brutality right at the end of that fight. Simonides getting pumped up in his corner by his trainers. Round number 1. Let's take a look at some of this. And usually Muay Thai fights usually start out a little bit slow, but I think the pace is about to pick up right here. Business is about to pick up, as they say. And whoa, they're both going at it. Fists and elbows are flying. And I think the feeling out process is just about over. And now Simonides looking for that left hand. It connects. And a spinning back kick that time. Taken on the shoulder of the Thai. Simonides looking good in the clinch. Goes for a low kick, and again he takes him down. I think that he is really dominating this fight with the low kick. And Lucky Patronat is in trouble. Those low kicks of Simonides are really starting to take their toll, and now he's getting a standing 8 count. Now he's getting that standing 8 count, and Simonides looks in complete control of this fight. He is really taking it to the tie, but you've got to give Lucky Paronhat credit. What heart this fighter has. He continues to fight on despite the pain in his legs. And Simonides is now almost exclusively just throwing leg kicks now on the tie. He's exposed a weakness, and like a shark smelling blood, I think this one's over. He's shaking his head no. Is he gonna throw in the towel here? It's over! It's over! Rafael Simonides is successful in his home country of Poland against the Thai fighter Lucky Paronhat, coming all the way from Thailand, and a very, very impressive win for the Pole. Boy, you gotta wonder, I hope Lucky Paronhat is okay in this fight. He was just taking some vicious leg shots. I don't even know if he can stand up. Good show of sportsmanship from Rafael Simonides, but I think we may have a serious leg injury here on the part of the Thai fighter. Boy, what heart shown from him. He never gave up. He kept getting up after every knockdown. Well, you could see on several occasions that Simonides just targeted that left leg of Lucky Paronhat, and he gets the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Fightbox for our special presentation of Only1 from Ustroń, Poland. Rafael Simonides is the WMC World Muay Thai Champion. Until next time, everybody, this is Don Royd. So long!